What's going on, guys? Welcome back to W.D.Y.D. CSP. What do you do as a central still processor? Guys, today we're going back to basics and we're talking plastic containers or secondary containers and decontamination. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a big fan of plastic containers. Plastic containers presents a huge problem in washers, cart washers, and especially ultrasonics. Plastic containers are cheap and they do get the job done. If you want to package an item and then you want to wrap it in a low cost packaging, yes, plastic containers are the things that to go by. But one thing I dislike about them is that opening and closing this lid several times, it's going to wind up breaking. Okay? Second of all, this is not an ideal item to clean your instruments in. You're not going to get good cleaning action in a plastic container. So if you're in the habit of grabbing an item, placing it in a plastic container, and throwing it into the washer as so, there's a possibility that the impingement is going to kick this up and probably close this container. And look at the perforations on the bottom of this. Yes, you're going to get drainage, but you see all the solid spots there? What if your item is right above that? That's shadowing. So the only spray action you get is to the top. Underneath that item isn't going to get cleaned. So there's a lot of shadowing that happens in these types of containers. So what do we do when we get these, or what should we be doing when we get these items in decontamination? Well, assuming the OR did a great job in pre-treating, when we get this down to decontamination, we should be taking our items out of the basket, regardless if it is a metal basket or a plastic basket. We should be cleaning them separately, right? In our hand wash sink. We should be rinsing it. If we have to soak it, we're soaking. If we have to do a manual process by itself, we are brushing it. And then we're rinsing with treated water. And then that's when we can pass this through the window. But if this is going through an automation process, your item comes out of the basket, your plastic containers gets washed manually and placed through either the cart washer or the washer disinfector without the item in the basket. The item should be in a separate metal basket because the other process can be ultrasonic. And this should not go into the ultrasonic. Plastic containers should not go into the ultrasonic. You're not going to get an effective cleaning out of it. Okay? So placing your item in there and placing it in ultrasonic, you are not doing this instrument any justice, guys. So this item should not go in the ultrasonic. It can go through the washer by itself. It can go through the cart washer by itself. But this item has to go into a metal basket so that it can go into the ultrasonic. It should go in a metal basket with plenty of perforations in the bottom to go through the washer. And I say that so it can get proper contact with the solution, proper temperature and heating up of the item, because this takes a long time to heat, and placing this in here insulates it. Okay, so you want this item in a metal basket by itself. And yes, is it going to be a pain to match up the basket with the item? It is. It very much is. I'm not saying this process is going to be easy, but it's the right process to do. Have I seen it practice? I'm going to say, unfortunately, no. Okay? So any items that come down that are metal in a plastic container and decontamination, we remove our items. We clean the basket separately from the instrumentation. If the instrumentation has further processing, such as ultrasonic or washer disinfector, they should go separately from the plastic container. This plastic container can go in the washer with the items, but the items cannot be in the plastic container. They should be in a metal container side by side, or you can place this upside down in your washer as such, okay, in another metal basket. You can even put this in another metal basket, but do not place the instruments in there because there's too much shadowing that happens. And I'm not talking the solid sides. I don't care about the solid sides. It's the bottom. Okay, this stops the impingement. This stops the impingement. The item can be laying flat in that voided space, and you're not going to get good cleaning action. So guys, that is my take on plastic containers. Great quick solution for housing your instruments for sterilization. Not a good option for housing your instruments for cleaning. All right, guys, as always, stay true to yourselves. Keep it 100. Continue educating yourself. Until next time, peace.